mater shapes who we become, guiding life's choices through lessons learned and friendship formed. At school, nicknames like Lily Bosco, Wicked Kanana, Lily of the Valley, and of course, our tribal names, only known to our family and close schoolmates, still resonate so much that even today, when mentioned, they automatically stop us with the realization that this is someone that is part of our journey from the beginning. For me, for instance, I was Lydia Nelson and later Lydia Sampson. These are more than just names. They echo memories and identities. I was Lydia Nelson, a former head girl who met my senior, Samson Rufus, within the halls of our alma mater. A connection forged in youthful days blossomed into marriage, showing how school bonds influence our future. Indeed, our alma mater teaches us values, shapes character, and creates relationships that last a lifetime. Welcome to 30 Minutes on NTA News 24. We are discussing the role of our alma mater and why giving back is important. Our first report by Thomas Ogbetere is taking everyone down memory lane. Take time to reflect on how much your alma mater shaped and is still shaping your life. Imagine being back in your alma mater now. What names will your schoolmates call you? What are the lessons learned from those connections that are still guiding your choices? The most pressing question is, what is the state of your alma mater today? Is the infrastructure dilapidated? Let's get more from our correspondent, Thomas Ogbetere.
In a time where many schools across Nigeria are struggling with poor infrastructure, all students are being called to rise to the occasion to give back to the schools that helped shape who they are today. As part of special report on the growing movement, I spoke with several alumni and education experts who shared heartfelt insights on why this support is needed now more than ever.
Supporting our alma mater, the school we finished from, goes a long way more than we can even imagine. The little drops of water make a mighty ocean. The seed we sow today will be harvested or will be reaped by our future generation. And guess what? Your daughter, your son-in-law, your doctor, whoever it is, can be the beneficiary. A future president, a future senator. So you have to do your best to give back. By giving back, you honor the foundation that shaped you and empower others to achieve even the greater heights that you've achieved.
Mike Obaro and Azania Omagege, both proud alumni of Ogareki Grammar School, Ogara, founded back in January 1970, couldn't hide their disappointment over the state of their former school. They painted a grim picture: crumbling classrooms, no functional library, outdated science lab, and a total absence of sports facilities. Ironically, this same school has produced 2 state governors, raising a crucial question: if those who have succeeded don't give back, who will?
3 years ago, that was the last time. That was the first and the last time that we have such a gathering, a renewal. But last year, we're trying to do it again. But I'm planning on that one this December by God's grace. The only thing that is dear to my heart is for help to bring back the glory of that school. That's the only thing that is dear in my heart. I'm looking at people who, for me, understand me, I just believe that there's nobody God cannot use. Understand me, yeah. But for me, I just believe that we have some people who graduate, who finish from that school. Like I said earlier, the former governor, Chief Ibori, and the present governor. I just believe that they can make their own impact as an old student.
Ogareki Grammar School is the only school I know in the entire Nigeria that has produced 2 governors. We're proud of that school. There's history in the making. So we intend to go visit them as a group, to talk to them, and I'm sure we will definitely I know Governor Sharif is a very nice person. He thinks that it likes things like this. His alma mater. He's definitely going to do something about it. You know, he cares. Governor Sharif is a very caring person. If we go approach him, he will definitely see to this and to make sure we achieve our dreams and the goals. It's in school too. So I'm not be happy. The same thing with our leader, the former governor James Ebori. Is definitely, that is the school, that is his town. You understand? If you go and see what he did in the town itself, I don't think he's going to be happy seeing his own school not at par with whatever, how the town, the resemblance of the town, the city itself. So definitely that's the highest we have for now that I know of. But a lot of us are still well to do in the group. We've been talking, some of them in America, in the diaspora, and here. So we're talking and we're trying to raise funds that the best way we could make sure we achieve our goal.
With many government schools falling into disrepair, Alumni Association have become a lifeline across Nigeria. Both students are rallying together, launching fundraisers, volunteering their expertise, and even sponsoring less privileged students. These efforts, no matter how small, go a long way in boosting the learning environment and lifting the morale of current students.
The last time we had a meeting that I traveled to Delta State, like I said, in July. Yeah, we asked in our meeting, we have such plans, understanding to such plans as mentoring people. I think I'm planning to travel before the end of this year to have a meeting with them so that we can really work on that issue, and I think that will go a long way to mentor some of the students presently in the school. I suggested the idea then last July.
Anytime I apply that Benin Warri access, I always make it a duty to branch off to see how the school looks like. And the last time I visited was last year. Well, still the same old place, how it was, but the buildings are kind of a bit dilapidated. So we just need some renovation in some certain areas. The grasses too were not really kept as it usually used to be. You know how it is. And it just needs some good work to be done. It's an old school that has been there. A school that we actually like a lot. When I was there, it was a very, very nice school. We were taught discipline, and it was a very good school at that time. What even shocked me, if I tell you this, you won't believe. I left there in '82, and I never, from there, I traveled abroad. I went overseas, and never bothered about my WAEC result or anything. So I didn't see the need to get it at that time. So 4 years ago, I was like, I've not even picked up my WAEC result. How would I do this 4 years ago? I finished in '82. So I was like, how would I get this result? Let me go and inquire how to go about getting my result. So I drove into Ogareki Grammar School. Went there. They were not in session. The school was closed that day. So I met the gate man. Not another guy, So I just said, I'm an old student here. I don't know how to go about my result and things like that. I said, what's your name? I said, Zania Magi. He said, let's check to see whether it's there. Apparently, he had the keys to the principal's office. So I was like, let's check. This is 2004 here. I'm sorry, 2022 or something. We went there. Lo and behold, he opened the drawer, pulled it out. You won't believe this. My result was sitting right there, clean in the file. I was shocked. Since 1982. I was like, wow, they keep records like this? Man, since that time I was like, no. I really have to give it all to this school. I was very, very impressed, So for now, it just needs a facelift, to be honest with you, but I do visit there often.
On a brighter note, the vice president of FGGC Gboko Old Girls Association shared some inspiring news. Their group is currently raising funds to build a modern library complete with internet facilities, a space designed to spark curiosity, creativity, and confidence among young learners. For them, it's not just about building, it's about giving to these girls the tools to dream bigger.
I'd like to give back because if the school was nice to me and gave me lots of memory, I'd like people coming after me to enjoy the same memory. I'd like to give back because if the school did not even give me fond memories, I'd like to change the narratives for the people coming after me. I'd like to give back because as a human being, it's important.
Professor Catherine Okafor, an educationist, put it this way: those who have benefited from quality education owe it to their alma mater to give back. She emphasized that government alone can't shoulder the responsibility of reviving public education.
So make sure they have security to guard them from going out at that very sensitive age. They should stay back before they go back to their parents. Shouldn't be allowed out. Make sure they have lights and water. Okay? And hall wardens to manage them. These are the basic things I think they can do.
It's becoming clear that Alumni Association hold the key to rewriting the story of public education in Nigeria through membership, infrastructure support, or digital literacy projects. Every old student has something to offer. Giving back is not just charity, it's a form of legacy building and a solid investment in the nation's future.
So we cannot just be doing the same traditional old classroom blocks and no. I want to see like a good laboratory for sciences. I want to see good computer hall for tech and everything that will be for progress for the school itself. Because all these students, you might be surprised. Can I just give you one funny story? I had a phone that got spoiled one time, and I took it to Lagos. I tried to fix it. I could not fix it. Came to Abuja. I could not fix it. Then you've come to my hotel in Okokoko before. I fixed my phone inside Okokoko.
Who did?
It was a local repairer there. That's to tell the kind of talent you have in those villages. You'll be surprised. You see, if we bring something like that, want to educate them computer-wise in that village, you'll be shocked at what they could do.
In the end, when old students unite to uplift their former schools, they preserve more than memories. They nurture a spirit of community and progress. Each act of giving back strengthens the root of education in Nigeria and lights up a path where public schools, regardless of location or status, can once again stand tall as true centers of excellence.
Thank you for capturing those memories in their various perspectives, Thomas. Moving on now, with such great lessons and impact, you will agree with me that giving back to our alma mater is not just important, but sacrosanct. Well, our next report is all about giving back to our alma mater, and Teresa Shonam is taking the lead on that.
Welcome to the Roots That Runs Deep. Today, we are taking a heartfelt journey back to the schools that shape us, both in learning and character, into a better being. Talking about our alma mater, they are simple, more than places of learning. They are the foundation of our values, our character, and our life path. Beyond academics, our alma mater no doubt instill discipline, resilience, and critical thinking into becoming who we are today. They challenge us to lead, to question, and to adapt.
What drew my attention back to the school is the dilapidation of some of the infrastructure in the school. And we felt as old students, we need to give back to the school that made us who we are today. If I recall my first day in the school, my father dropped me somewhere close to the assembly hall, and I met a few students, Musa Gamdo, Gideon Way. They accompanied me to the hostel. And there I met some seniors like Maurice Akpan, Sunday Hosea, and they ushered me into a box room where I kept my box and other belongings, and they showed me a locker where I could keep my things. That was my first day in school.
This is the time when people like Mrs. Lydia Sampson came in to start casting news for us in the assembly. That was where she began her newscasting back to school days. And when later on, when I left in 1984, she came to Form 5 and she was made the head girl. And then now, during these days, that was when even she met her husband, because her husband was my 1 year senior in school. I was 1 year her senior too. So that was the importance of that phase of education.
Well, what first drew me back to the school is the fact that we had girls from Nigeria and beyond. So that's this feeling of unity, and you always want to go back to these girls. You always want to see them mingle together and have a future with them. So going back to school means going back to where you started from, your roots. You know, your roots, and then going back to the root is always nostalgic, it's always very fun, and interesting?
Was the school goalkeeper. I attended Morimi High School, Ile-Ife. I was the school goalkeeper and also the captain of the team. And what I can vividly recall was we played a principal cup competition where Morimi High School became the best, and we won that cup back to the school. So as the captain of the team, I could recall vividly how I lifted the cup, and my principal then, Reverend Ogunwuyi, was so proud of the team that actually participated in that competition.
In school, where students come from different cultures, religions, regions, we don't just learn facts, but also learn empathy.
So Alma Mater to us means our school where we have graduated from and where we still have we attach our loyalty to with so much love and affection because we grew up there in that environment and that school.
For some, their alma mater didn't just launch careers, it sparked a long life partnership.
2 weeks ago, we were in Ile-Ife for the AGM of the same school where we wore school uniform. We lectured the students, and we actually gave scholarship to some, and also notebooks and bag to support the students of the school.
What can I do to make this place better than how I met it, than how I came to the school in 1979? So I made some proposals to the principal of the school. And when I made the proposals, I talked to him that we want to change our uniform. We don't need this one. We want to look smarter than this. He said he came in newly. He approved it. And we said we needed press club. He said approved. It was approved.
Mr. Ted taught us French and so many others. Very good teachers, highly qualified and professional teachers, and they really molded us morally and otherwise as well.
The school located in Kazore, when we started it was Kano State. Then with the boundary adjustment and state creations, it took the school to Jigawa State. So it's like in a desert. They beat your head, and then you can imagine tiny little girls finding themselves in the desert and all that. Yes. So the early days wasn't really good, but as time went by, we adjusted and even missed the school.
From teachers who become mentors to friends who became family, our alma mater leave a mark far deeper than grades or report cards. They become part of our DNA, shaping how we lead, how we love, how we serve, and how we rise.
There is the complete education. What I mean by a complete education is learning to be independent in the boarding house, learning to mingle with people, learning the arts of leadership. Because as small as we were then, we were assigned roles, learning to even be responsible. We were assigned roles.
We had one of the best set of teachers back then in Maiduguri. I could recall people like late Professor Mrs. Anaso. She taught us biology. Mr. Namani taught us physics. Mr. Ted taught us French, and so many others.
The teachings I got, particularly from the expatriates, the foreigners we had during our time, we have them. So the thing really impacted in my life and really gave me advantage when I was pursuing my higher education.
Represent will say the foundation that was formed then. And one thing I'm also aware of is the friends I made at that particular time happen to be the best friends, and we still keep ourselves till today.
In the stories we carry, in the lessons we live, in the values we uphold, our alma mater are always there. As launch pads for our dreams, and as the silence force guiding us, long after we have said goodbye.
Renovation of the sick bay in girls' hostel was done by 93 set, alongside equipping it with medical equipment and payment of personnel salaries for 2 years. 1982 set also renovated the girls' hostel toilets. Other sets also renovated or constructed boreholes in the school. Late General Ahmed of 1983 set, he renovated his house, that's Borno House Boys Hostel. We also contacted Rural Electrification Agency and influenced them to bring solar power project to FGC Maiduguri.
We have sunk in boreholes in the school, some solar powered, some not solar powered, you know. We have done classroom chairs and benches. We have done some recreational activities. We have done skill acquisition programs for the students, mentorship. And then, like I told you earlier, the school is somewhere in Kazauri, like a desert. So we've done a lot of tree planting campaign, you know, to curb the issue of desert encouragement. So we have done that, and we're still doing that.
As I am talking to you, right from the time we registered all Students Association in 2005 for our all students, we have been doing one thing or the other. Our alumni had done a lot of things. There are people who have built ICC Center. There are people who have renovated the technical drawing rooms. There are people who have done one thing or the other in the school.
To every teacher, every classmate, to every school that shaped us, thank you.
Reflecting on the impact of our alma mater helps us appreciate the role education plays, not just in career preparations, but in shaping the individuals we become. In addition, the foundation laid by alma mater resonates throughout life, empowering personal growth and societal progress. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. God bless.